Hi, this is Dr. Emily Keller with Bay Area Play Therapy Training, and I'm here in Livermore to tell you a little bit about our upcoming webinars that are both online and in person. We offer continuing education units for APT, the Association for Play Therapy, NBCC, the National Board of Certified Counselors, as well as BBS here in California. So if you're looking for continuing education units, consider what we're offering. So online at the end of the month on March 23rd, I believe that's a Saturday, we have a morning and an afternoon workshop. The morning workshop is storytelling through a brain development lens. We're not only going to be looking at how stories shape the brain, we're also going to be looking at how children's experiences shape the stories that they're telling about their own lives and how to work in play therapy to make sure that children are getting stories of themselves that are based on the truth, which is that they have worth, value, and dignity no matter what has happened to them or what they have done in the past. Later in the afternoon, we're going to be looking at assessment in play therapy, both formal assessments as well as informal assessments that can happen in play therapy. The next day, March 24th, we have two in-person workshops, play therapy on the go in the morning, and then in the evening, interventions for play therapists on the go. And we set up these workshops with school therapists in mind, school play therapists or play therapists working in a school setting who might be moving from classroom to classroom, location to location, or any other therapist who might be moving from location to location. They're on the go, or maybe you're in a office like this that's not necessarily a play therapy room, and you have your play therapy items tucked here and there so that it's not disturbing the setting for other people who are using the office. In April, on the 14th, we're offering play therapy for the traumatized child, and that is a 6-hour in-person play therapy workshop. Looking ahead, in May, we're offering a workshop on the 3rd for those of you who are looking to build a play therapy practice. This one we're not offering CEs for, so there are no continuing education units for this workshop. This is for people interested in setting up a private practice in California. And it's going to be very specific to California, businesses, laws, etc. And while I'm new to California, I moved here in 2019 from North Carolina. My colleague Susan has spent 25 years in private practice here. She's set up multiple private practices. She's worked with other people. She's worked by herself. She is recently retired, continuing to do supervision and to offer workshops, but did retire from seeing clients. However, she has a lot of wisdom to share. And I know I look forward to gleaning some things from her, and I hope that you'll join us if you're looking at setting up, especially a play therapy private practice here in California. What else? Oh, just before that, on April 20th, I'm offering a workshop called Exploring Generational Trauma Using Sandtray in Play Therapy. So we're going to be looking at all the messages that get sent down generation to generation based on trauma in the past. But those trauma responses and those ways of keeping safe are communicated parent to child, and how they might show up in Sandtray specifically. And then what might we do about that? And then in May 17th, I'll be offering a workshop called Exploring Metaphor and Volta in Sandtray and Play Therapy. And we're going to be looking at metaphor. We're going to be using poetry. Specifically, we'll be looking at the concept of volta in poetry, that moment that the meaning changes, the tone, the sense, or a sense of everything changes. Things might turn upside down. But there's a new understanding with the volta. And sometimes, in my experience, that happens in the Sandtray. Something significant occurs. And so I'm going to be looking at all the ways that this significance might come. And it can be very subtle, it can be very obvious, but oftentimes there's this sense that, like, oh, maybe the hairs are standing up, or maybe you just get this sense of hollowness or sacredness in the moment, and you realize something really important is happening. And so we're going to be looking at tuning into that concept of volta and how it might appear through metaphor in Sandtray and play therapy. That's what we've got coming up. I hope that you'll consider joining us for one of those workshops. If you'd like more information, contact information is somewhere in the email that accompanies this video. Take care.